Once again, guys, here is my cotton soft pistachio sponge cheesecake. This is requested because everybody wondering how I make my sponge cake without separating the eggs and adding a tartar cream. So this is my way of making sponge cake. The ingredients I have is 1 cup of plain flour and half teaspoon of baking powder, 6 eggs unseparated, 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, and 1 cup of grinded pistachio, the vanilla, and the grain color. First, in the mixer, we are going to add together the eggs and the sugar. Of course, the vanilla. Okay. And we are beating this egg, sugar, and vanilla 8 to 10 minutes until thick and floppy. Okay. You can see that, guys. Because someone will asking me how I make my sponge cake because it's so spongy, very soft, very floppy, and it seems that the taste of my sponge cake is you bought it or you buy it into a fancy bakery. So here we go. I show you how to make my or a secret of my sponge cake. Okay, you can see that, guys. We keep mixing on it until become thick. Okay, thick and fluffy. Okay, continue mixing, guys, until thick and floppy. Okay, still not thick our mixing, our butter. Just people are wondering the guesses how I make my sponge cake without separating the eggs and adding some oil, how it becomes soft. Okay, it is an original sponge cake. Okay, so look at that. It's a little more to go. Okay, I'm not adding also an oil. Okay, look at that. Just only 5 ingredients. But anyway, because this is a pistachio sponge cake, I'm added a pistachio nuts. Of course, grinded pistachio nuts. And here we go, guys. Look at that. Okay, it's fluffy and thick. Now we are adding our dry ingredients. We add together the flour and the pistachio nuts grinded and also the baking powder. Then we add the pistachio and the flour one at a time into our butter. Okay, and some people they scrub with spatula the bottom, okay, to cut any packets of flour. But because of my stand mixer, I found out this this mixer is very good. Okay, no packet of flour stuck on the bottom. Okay, so here we go. Do not over mix as well, or you will deflate the butter. Look at that. Now this is I put it a very low speed. Look at that. I put it in 2 or 1. You can see that. Now, done. Look at that. Put it in a very slow. Then, look at that. Perfect. Here is our butter. I'm using a square pan ready to oven. Okay, look at that, guys. So we bake this cake approximately 30 minutes. Okay, with the 175 degrees. Look at that. And here we go. Our cake or our sponge pistachio cake is done. And for the frosting, guys, I have half cup of whipping cream and 350 grams of icing sugar, and of course I have a 750 grams of Philadelphia cheese. First, we are going to mix the cheese and sugar. Okay, when the cheese is become creamy with the sugar, we are going to add the whipping cream. Okay, then put it in the high speed. Okay, you can see that, guys. And then it's the next is the whipping cream. Okay, I want to be sure that our cream becomes so creamy before adding the whipping cream. So here we go. Look at that. I'm adding the whipping cream. Then keep mixing until it will incorporate it, become creamy, silky and creamy. Okay, look at that. It's ready to frosting. You can see that, guys. The quality of our cheese is so silky. Look at that. So here we go. We are going to assemble our cake. But first, we are going to remove the cake from the pan. And put it upside down. And I'm going to slice this because we need to have 2 layers of cake. Okay. Look at that, perfect baking. So I'm going to slice the cake. Okay. Then the first layers we are going to cover a cheese frosting. So here we go. Spread it all over. Okay, look at that, guys. And before we add the second layer, we are sprinkled some pistachio or a grinded pistachio nuts on top on the cheese. Okay. Just a 1/3 cup. Okay. Or 1/4 cup. It's up to you. If you want to cover it all, it's fine. Okay. And the second layer. Okay. You can see that, guys. Now we are cover the whole cake with a cheese frosting. Okay. Look at that. Spread it all over the cake. Okay. Just spread it a little bit or a very thin frosting. Because again, we frost this one with a design. Our, final design. Okay. Spread the cheese evenly. Okay. Look at that. Okay. Continue spreading on it. Make it even, equal. Should be the same, thick. Especially on top. So we are going to the final frosting, guys. Look at this. Just take a look. Okay. See how? This is how I make my final frosting into our cotton soft pistachio sponge cheesecake. Look at that. So here we go, guys. We're still in the final frosting. We're almost done. Okay. The side. Just keep watching with me, guys. For me, if you let me to choose which frosting I'd like to eat, is cheese frosting anyway. Okay, but if I want to put it a butter frosting, I put it a little bit. It's not very thick. But this, cheese frosting, we could not put it outside. We leave it inside in the fridge. Okay. Look at it, guys. Okay, we almost finished. Now we are going to proceed on our top. Okay, look at that, guys. Si Hamad hindi mahilig ng Turkish, no? But this one, if you are, if I'm selling this online, a little bit costly because of the cheese. And look at that, guys. And of course, the pistachio nuts. Okay. A little bit more patience. Okay, just continue watching with me, guys. Be with me, guys. Okay. This is the less of sugar. Okay. Keep watching. We're almost there. Okay. A little bit more. Look at that. Love it. Everybody like this cake. The cotton soft pistachio cake, sponge cake. So much love it. Okay. The most requested cake that I've ever served. You know, I bake a lot of cakes. I think, if I'm not wrong, every week we have, you know, 3 times a week we have a party, and I'm responsible over the dessert. So, and then done. Here we go. Look at that. Wow. Here you go, guys. This is ready to serve. But before we serve this, we are going to sprinkle some grinded pistachio. A little bit. Okay. And by the way, I'm using a shredded pistachio. This is the one I grinded it. Because if you are using the whole pistachio, it's not really very clear of green colors. It's gonna be like something brown because of the skin. While if you are using the shredded pistachio, you can have a very nice color of grinded pistachio nuts. And look at that. Fresh pistachio, I'm using it. Okay. Perfect. Look at it, guys. This is a very requested cake. Look at that. With cheese frosting. I'm not using this one with a butter frosting or any frosting. That just choose a cheese frosting. Look at that. Perfect. And the taste as well is perfect. So guys, if you wanna watch more recipes, visit my channel, Vil99, the baking tutorial.